Hello, we're going to go over how to use this new EC tool. So when you first open it, your screen will look like this. And so we'll just step through on the different things on what to do. So if you want to create a new EC request, I already clicked on it, so I have it open. You'll have this screen. Realize that this is a new EC number, and it'll automatically fill in for you. Don't try to change it because you can't. But it's the first two of the year plus the month, then day, and then it's an odometer. So 01, 02, however many there have been that day. It can be an USCO or Turner product. We'll create an SO number. Reason for change. Realize that these reasons are different than on the old form. This is because this correlates with SAP. So we'll say corrections, disposition, use stop, and then you can click any into all of these that you need for the areas affected. We'll say it's FAI, BOM, and routing. Description, this is a test. Do not process. All right. So if I go down here and put in all the people that I need to approve it, I'll have the requester, that is me, along with the ECF writer, product engineering rep. You can click down also and choose it. Realize when you click down, it'll only have, for example, in this category, it'll only have product engineering reps. If it says notify only, that means that they're not set up in the system, and you can have them get notified when an EC is approved, but you cannot have them approve things yet. They have to get their profile set up. So you come talk to Ross or I if you see that. So we'll put Ryle there, Jake for system analyst, Cass, Catherine. I'll put myself again down here. Now, you can scroll down here and you can attach the drawings right here. So first you want to click inside that part number, so that way it'll fill in that EC. Say, this is a part. Double click on that attachment. You can click add and then click wherever that file is on your computer. So we have that. And then over here, you can add more people. Again, they're still filtered. So for quality manager, factory manager, et cetera, et cetera. And then if you put them over here, it's assumed that they have to approve. If they click this notice only, then they don't approve it. They'll just get notified when it goes into effect. So we'll go ahead and submit that request. All right, it'll take you back to this. So now I want to approve that EC that I just put in. So I'll go up here, and for the user, I'll put in my name, and see now it has this one that I have to approve. I'll double click on it, and this will come up. It has all of the information. Down here it says who's approved it or not. A means approved, R is rejected, and E is empty, so they haven't done it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and reject this. Type in my password, and I have to have a reason for rejecting it. So I say because it's a dummy. And that way I'll clear it from everybody else's queues. They won't have to approve it. Now, as soon as it's approved or rejected, you can see I have that email there. It says your EC has been rejected. It says who it was rejected by and the reason. If it was approved, once everybody has approved it, you'll get an email like this where it has all of the approvers for the two and then all of the people to notify are CC. It says, congratulations, this CC has been approved, and then all of the different information. That was just a test as well, though. So say I want to go and resubmit that one. I can go ahead and these are my ECs that I created. So I can click on here and click resubmit. In here, it takes me back to this, and then I can go ahead. It shows all of the people who rejected it. So since I'm on there 3 times, it says I rejected it 3 times. But that is how that works. I'll just go ahead and close out of it. if you close out of it without saving, it'll give you a couple errors. You can just say, no, you don't want to save and whatnot. So this is your approval queue. So if you have any ECs to approve, you'll go to this screen. If you have any ECs that need to be processed, so they've already been approved, it'll show down right here. And it's by department. So even if, for example, Jason Labhart was the manufacturing engineer for a certain EC, I can still see that EC down here if it gets the manufacturing engineering step. So if it needs routing, that way, in case, someone's gone for a week, it's not just going to be sitting and nobody can touch it. And so in order to process that, you'll just click on the EC number and press complete. The steps that need to happen in order for an EC to go from approved to complete are as follows. First, Darren will approve or needs to change it to for an SAP. So once it's approved, it'll be in Darren's queue. He clicks the EC number, clicks complete, types in his password, presses enter. Then it goes back to the requester. The requester changes it from 4 to 5 in SAP. Then they come and do all this. Then next it goes to the product engineering rep to upload drawings, etc. So they'll click on it, press complete, type in their password. After the product engineering rep, then it goes to the system analyst in case he needs to change the BOM or whatnot. He'll do that. And then when he presses complete and types in his password, it'll ask him if it needs sourcing, scheduling, so if they need to confirm storage locations and whatnot, or routing. If it needs, for this example, we'll say it needs all three, but it may not. So after Jake, it'll go, or the system analyst, it'll go to manufacturing for routing. Then after manufacturing, it'll go to sourcing. After sourcing, it'll go to scheduling. And then after scheduling, it'll go back to the system analyst. So go back to Jake, and he has to change and close out the EC and then press complete. And then after that, it'll be empty from the queue. So that is how this screen works. If you go and you say, I just want to see all of the ECs right now. So here are the two ECs. This is an actual EC, and this is the one I had. And you can, the filters we're still working on, but in versions 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, etc., we'll add more filters. Right now, the only things you can see are whether or not they approved. Neither of them are approved. And then if they are approved, what steps they're waiting on. And you can scroll over and look at the different things. If it says waiting on, that's it. If it's waiting on, manufacturing or product engineers, etc. And that's basically how to use the tool. Those are the main buttons. Some things to look forward to. We're going to add a new user form. So if there's a new person in the department or new person who's dealing with ECs and they aren't set up, you can set yourself up there, type in a password and what department you're in and everything like that in order to be able to use this tool. And then I'll also add a flow chart, hopefully this week, to be able to see what happens in the EC process. And then last thing I want to say before I let you guys go is make sure you close the tool at the end of each day. We will be making updates at the end regularly for a while until we get it to a better state. And if you don't close out of it, then you won't have the newest form. So before you shut down your computer, just exit out and we should be good. Thank you guys for watching.